Full process account illustration sum number 2. Okay, there is no losses under no units. Okay, let's read the question. Streetcar and Co produces a product through two processes, that is process J and K. Okay, prepare the process account from the following details relating to March 2007. The data is process J and K's data is given below. That is process J and K's related items are given below. Okay, material, labor and chargeable expenses. Apart from that, they have given the additional information, that is overhead amounting 70,000 rupees or to be apportioned on the basis of labor. Okay, first of all, we must calculate the total cost for process J and process K. Okay, we need to find out the total cost for both the account, both the processes. Okay, let's take the to prepare the process J's account. On debtor side, what are the cost, that means the expenses they have given on process J account related items is to be entered on debtor side. Okay, this is the T format, that means a ledger format. Okay, you need to enter both the side, that is a debtor side and creditor side. Okay, debtor side, what is the format for on debtor and creditor side? Particulars amount, both the side we entered. Okay, on debtor side, what I said, all the expenses, what are the cost you made during the process J, it will be entered on debtor side, like that. To material, to labor, to chargeable expenses, enter on debtor side. Okay, after entered these items, overhead, what they given the overhead 17,000 rupees is to be calculated, that means apportionment of labor. Okay, right, let's calculate J's overhead. Okay, how much overhead they have given? Commonly they have given 17,000 rupees as the overhead. Okay, so let's find out the ratio for labor. So let's take J's labor cost is 60,000, K's labor cost is 25,000. After added both the labor, both the processes labor, you will get the total labor cost is 85,000 rupees, right? Then let's calculate to find out the overhead, apportionment of the overhead with the labor. Okay, what is the overhead for J? For commonly, overhead is 17,000. Listen here carefully. What account we are preparing now? We are preparing J's process account. Okay, let's take J's labor cost. J's labor cost is 60,000. J's labor cost 60,000 rupees is to be entered on debtor side, right? Numerator, like that, numerator. Okay, then what is the total cost of the labor added with J and K's labor added together? You will get 85,000. That 85,000 is to be entered on denominator. Okay, after you enter the labor, you need to find out the ratio. Okay, so for ratios of simplifying the labor, how can you simplify it? This 0 is to be cancelled for this 0. Remaining you have 60 is to 85. Against you can simplify this value. Okay, with divided by 5. Okay, how many 5s are 60? 12 5s are 60. How many 5s are 85? 17 5s are 85. Okay, after simplified you will get 12 by 17, which means the labor, what is the ratio for labor? 12 is to 17. Okay, it will be calculated with 17,000 overhead. Okay, after calculated 17,000 into 12 divided by 17, that means the ratio of labor, you will get 12,000 rupees overhead. So J's overhead is how much? Process J's overhead is after calculated 12,000 rupees. Okay, finally all the cost is to be added together, you will get 1,22,000 rupees. Okay, the total cost of at the end of the process J, the total cost is 1,22,000 rupees. What they asked, find out total cost for each process. Okay, so at the end of the process J, the total cost is 1,22,000 rupees. On debtor side, the same value is to be entered on creditor side as the total 1,22,000 rupees. There is no any transactions on creditor side. So to balancing it, the balancing figure is the same total value is to be entered on creditor side 1,22,000 rupees, right? Against this value you are going to enter by process K account. What is the output at the end of the process J? What is the output you will get? 1,22,000 rupees, right? So this is the output for process J's account. Yeah, if you get the output, it will be transferred to the next account. What is the next account? Process K account. So that output 1,22,000 rupees is to be transferred to process K account. So for that you are going to write by process K account. Within the bracket you must write output transferred. Okay. So this is the process J account. Now we are going to prepare process K account. Okay. Let's write the heading. The heading is process K's account. You know the format already. I explained related to format. Okay. After you enter the format and the heading, first of all, you are going to do what you are going to do. What in previous process output is to be entered as the input for the current process. That means case process. Okay. What is the previous process output? 1,22,000. It will be entered on input for the current process, case process. So 1,22,000 is to be transferred from J's account to case account. Against this value, you are going to write to process J account. Why? Why? Because when value taken from this 1,22,000 from process J account. So that 1,22,000 output you can taken from process J account. So for that you are going to write to process J account, because you are taken from process J account that 1,22,000. Okay. After entered previous process output as the input for current process K account, after you enter it, then as usual you are going to enter what they given related to process K's account, that all the cost you are going to enter on process K, right? Okay. As per that, on debtor side, all the expenses, all the costs related to K, we enter in. Okay. To materials, to labors, to chargeable expenses, enter here. Then you need to find out the overhead, apportionment of overhead with the labor, right? So what is the labor cost they have given? 17,000 rupees. Okay. 17,000 rupees. Case labor is how much? 25,000 rupees, right? Listen here. Now we are going to calculate apportioned overhead with the labor. Okay. Okay. Let's take overhead 17,000 rupees. What is the case labor cost? Case labor cost is 25,000 rupees. It is to be entered on numerator. Then total cost of the labor is to be entered on denominator. Okay. To find out the ratio. Okay. How can you find out the ratio? First of all, we need to simplify this labor cost. Okay. So how can you simplify this? 0 is to be cancelled for this 0. Then you will get 25 divided by 85, right? Again, you can simplify this value. How can you simplify this value? Divided with 5. This both value divided with 5. Okay, 5 5s are 25. Then 17 5s are 85, right? So what is the ratio for labor? 5 is to 17. Now you can calculate the overhead 17,000 rupees into ratio of 5 divided by 17. After calculated, you will get the overhead value is 5,000 rupees. Okay. So the apportioned overhead calculated with the labor, you will get the overhead cost is 5,000 rupees. Okay. After entered all the costs related to process case account, now you are going to add together all the cost. After added, you will get 1,77,000 rupees as the total for process K. Okay. The same total is to be entered on creditor side. You know, there is no any transactions related to creditor side. So balancing the figure, the same value, total value is to be entered on creditor side. This is the output, because this is the output at the end of the process K. What is the output? 1,77,000 rupees. Okay. That output is to be transferred to finished stock account, right? So for that you are going to write against this value by finished stock account. Okay. Output transferred. Okay. So now we find out the cost total cost of the each process. Okay, so process J's total cost is 1,22,000. Process J's total cost is 1,77,000. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it into the comment box. Thank you. Take care.